Hey everyone, we're here at SEMA 2025, day 3, and we're going to show you how to apply the Invisible Glass Pro Grade ceramic. Like all ceramics, you want to make sure that you have that surface perfectly prepped so that ceramic has something great to bond to. To do that, we're going to start with an Invisible Glass stripper. It's going to, in that kit, have the glass stripper bottle and a sponge here. You can put that on the sponge, and we're just going to go over the glass. And what this is going to do is clean out all the hills and valleys of that microscopic level of the glass and make sure it's all clean, doesn't have any residues, oils, or anything in there that can prevent the ceramic from bonding the best it possibly can. So just go over through here. This will remove those residues, it'll remove light water spots, things like that. To remove it, just going to take a little bit of water, put it on a microfiber, and we'll just wipe that off. So now we have a nice clean piece of glass. It's down to that like a factory finish. And we can see that because as you spray it on here, see how it's flat versus something that's coated over there has all that beading. This might look nice and clean to see through, but when the wind hits it, this is just gonna turn to a wavy mess. So let's put a coating on there, make that rain run right off your windshield and make it a lot harder for any kind of dirt or anything to stick to it. I'm gonna dry this off good. Now this is a super grippy surface, and kind of show it on camera. Microfiber is going to stick to it. It doesn't come off. It's not going to slide down the glass. We're going to change that in a second here though. So this kit for the Pro Grade ceramic is going to include an application guide to teach you everything I'm telling you right now, a pair of gloves, an applicator pad. It's going to have the vial of the ceramic and 2 microfibers. So it's everything you need to do all in one spot. Put a couple drops of the ceramic on here so you get a nice line. And we're just gonna apply this in a cross-hatching pattern. So you go back and forth, and then we're gonna go up and down with it. And this is just to make sure we're not missing any spots, make sure it has a nice even coating throughout. And as you walk around SEMA, you'll notice there's a lot of companies here that have a ceramic. The big thing that's different with ours is, long story short, it doesn't evaporate as fast. So if this is the first time you're putting on a ceramic, you need to make sure this is a nice even coating with no mistakes in it. For instance, if I were to go and I stop like this, that mark will be permanent if we leave it there. Well, with ours, you have a lot more time for it to allow it to cure. So we can have time to go back and fix it. And if you're a professional, now you can do larger surface areas at one time without having to chase your tail and make sure it's flashing too quickly. So with this ceramic, how you know it's time to remove, it'll look like oil on water. It has that rainbow look to it. That's how you know the solvents are evaporating out and it's time to remove the coating. I hope we can get it on camera, but it's kind of hard. The lights here are so high up in the air to get a reflection. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but they'll have a little bit of a rainbow of purples, blues. You start to see like up in here. All right, so now once we start to see that rainbowing, it's time to take your first microfiber, and we're just gonna wipe that just to get the excess off. And you're gonna take a second one to just polish it clean. So now that part of the windshield is much more slick. So for instance, like this part's still stripped up here, but if we were to put it on there, it's gonna slide off that slowly. I didn't treat the whole windshield, so you'll see that in a second. But if you guys wanna feel it, it's a lot grippier down here than up here. It's a lot smoother. You wanna try feeling it? So that's uncoated glass, and then that's coated. You can feel the difference in how slick it is. And then if we go and spray it with water. So up here, it's still stripped glass, and as we get down to where we coated it, you see all the beads, and then back to where it's stripped. So you see exactly where we applied the coating. Now, this is a great foundation. So if you look at the glass on a microscopic level, normally there's a bunch of hills and valleys in the glass. That ceramic coating just leveled that out. So now we have a nice flat surface, and it's gonna provide hydrophobics for up to a year in that spot. Now, if you want that even more slick, we have our hybrid ceramic that I can apply on here. That's gonna put an ultra slick hydrophobic coating over top of that. And I'll show you what that looks like right now. Oh, still a little wet. All right, so now we'll take our hybrid, spray a little bit of that on there. And now this isn't as durable as a Pro Grade ceramic. It's only about 3 to 4 months of protection, but it's super slick. So if I take a fresh microfiber here, nice dry one, You see, it won't even stick to it now, and until we get to the spot where it's stripped again. So it's a lot more slick than you would have without it. So you can imagine when that water hits there, when you're driving in the rain, it just runs off rather than building up into a puddle on your windshield. And as the wind hits it, it'll just clear the glass. You don't even need the wipers to see. Now, the same thing with if a bug were to hit it, normally that bug would go and get wedged in all those little hills and valleys of the glass, but now you got a nice flat surface that's super slippery. So the bugs, when they hit it, I'm not gonna say it won't stick, because you throw a bug at a windshield at 60 miles an hour, it's a good chance it's still gonna stick. But once you hit your wipers, it just peels it right off. So it's a lot easier to clean the glass. Keeps the glass cleaner, keeps the rain running off, so you have better visibility in wet weather. Thanks for joining us in this one. We'll see you in the next one.